Hello, my dear friend. Today we must write the Java code for this challenge. Maybe for somebody it will be complicated, this code, but I will include here many things that we have learned. I will use if, while, setter, and getter constructor. Now we are going to read what we need to write the code. A class of n students give the input value with the keyboard number of student took a quiz. The grades are double in the range from 0 to 100. For this quiz are available to you. Determine in this class total grades and average geometric of a grade on the quiz. Create setter, getter, constructor, while loop, and all these if conditions. If the result is greater or equal to 91 and smaller or equal to 100, print excellent, and this all. Now I can copy here. Now let's create new Java class. This is, now we have geometric. Geometric mean. Now let's create the main class. Geometric main. Can you see sometimes we make mistake here? You can go refactor, rename here to geometric main class. Let's make size more bigger. Now here first we are going to write the string, what subject or course we are making the test. String here, can you see this is not executing? After the class, this is the name class, we are going to write the instance variable. Here is private string name of course, now we are going to create a constructor, alt and insert. Here say that something here is no, just a moment, it doesn't have the braces. We have, can you see when you thought, can you see it say that we must be very careful. Now let's create here constructor. Can you see it's working? Select this, we have create. Now we have type alt and insert, getter and setter. We have create, and now for when we like to write code about geometric mean, here is the mathematical formula. If we have the nth number, for example, I will will explain with example. If we have 3 input value, here it will be we will have the root of 3. If we have 5 input number, the root here it will be 5. Can you see this in mathematical? This is the numerator, this is the denominator. Can you see it here? It's 1, the numerator, this is the exponential power, all this is 1, and this is 3. 3, this multiplying is 60, or 60 is this number. When it's multiplying 3 times, it will give the 60. And this in mathematics, when it's multiplying 3 divided by 3, it's 1, and it will give this number. Can you see? If we have 3 number, here it will be root by 3. Now we are going to write the code. Here public double, we are going to return the double value. Get, we have geometric mean. Get geometric mean. Now here say that we must create the while loop. First, here we have scanner, alt and input, new scanner. I have explained the scanner when we like to give the input value by keyboard. Now double data type. Here we have number student, number of students, this local variable. Next, here it's integer because the number of integer is integer. It cannot be the number with decimal point. It's all the time full number. Is next int. Next int. And now we are going to write integer counter to count the while loop. We need counter. Counter we are going to initialize, and here this counter, sorry, here it's counter. This counter here its value 0, but when we can write here this. Can you see the counter is 0, 0 plus 1, it's 1. That 1 value, it will be stored, save here in this counter. It means that the value that it's come, 0, it will be incremented by 1. And it will be go to looping here in this loop. This is the condition expression. If it's true, it will be executed this code. If this condition is false, it will be terminate this loop or will go outside this loop. It will be not executed this code if is here false. Now let's go here. Here is counter. I like to start from 1. Now if this counter is smaller than or equal to number, can you see, for example, this loop, if we have, for example, 3 students, if we have 3, is it 1 smaller or equal to 3? Yes, and then it will be looping here to execute this code if satisfies this condition. Now this we must write the formula about the geometric mean. We have double average, or I can type geometric mean. We are going to multiply the starting initialization, it's 1. And now here this is very important to declare this variable before the while loop, because if we define here that value, we can't access here. Just I will explain. For example, can you see we cannot access this local variable outside of this while loop, because you have declared here inside the loop it cannot be accessed. When we defined here control slash, when we defined outside it's 1, this value we can update here and it will be print that value that we have updated, that we have calculated outside the loop. And this is very important that to define outside the while loop. That's the reason. Now geometric mean, this value geometric mean it's 1. Here number of student, can you see this is a geometric mean, it's 1, and number of student, for example, if it's 3, it will be multiplying. Now semicolon. I like here to write and the student name. Here I can define string student name. Here student name, input as next is a string, and here grade are from student, input next, the grades are double. Can you see here, say that underscore here, can you see underline, it's with red, it means that we have any error. We can type alt and enter, alt and enter and say create local variable. If we type this, it will be create here in this while loop here inside. Create field it means that it will create the instance variable create field grade in geometric mean. We can type here. Can you see it has make here? We are going to initialize from 0. Now here we can say the first line here. I like to print format it more. Say string data format, specify what format we have. First is the string, and second it will be string, just write student name and result of test. Here we can write the cursor in the command window to go to next line. Here say this string value, it will be assigned here in this placeholder, and go cursor move in the position of the next line, in the beginning of line. Here it read the input value that we have give from keyboard, and this is the double value, the decimal point number. Read that value. We are going to calculate the geometric mean. First, we are going this number. Can you see? This 3 number, it will be calculated. After it is calculating these numbers, it will be use this power operation. Now I think it has done here operation. Print formatted. Now I like to say student name and score. Student name specify format, and here we have double specify format 5 number after decimal point. Here for this string here it will be write student name. Can you see this that we have give? Now here this is one string. Can you see this is one line of code, but we have here, can you see it will be string, print this, it will be add to this string. You can write this. It's in one line. Now here it's the double value, this grade. Here it will be calculated this value. Now outside of the while loop we must write here the power, this value of its base, this value is base, it must be in power of this value. Now let's go. We have double power it's 1, the number of student. Can you see this? We have 1 divided by n, it's the number of student. Now we have double calculated. Now I like to have the total score without making the average. Double total calculation without average, geometric average. Here it's geometric mean. I like here, I will print line. Total grades value. When we use print line, here you can use plus total. This is total grades value. Now we can use double you can use name whatever you like to name this local variable, geometric calculation. Now we can use here math power. Just a second here, what we are doing. Here we have calculated this, and here it's the better example because I have converted from this root, it's cubic, in exponential form. This is 1 in the power exponential numerator. This is denominator, it's 3. Double A, this is total calculation, and this is the base, and this is the power, and semicolon. Now print, you can write here system out print f geometric mean average. Specify the format what we have, for example 10 number after decimal point. Now, and here to go the cursor in new line when it will be printed this, and substitute or assign this geometric calculation value here in this placeholder, and semicolon. I think we have done everything. In the end, I will explain in detail about this code. Here, this is the main class, public static void main string square brackets, it's area, and this variable reference. Now we are going to call this class here, call name what we are going to call this. This is the variable of this class. Create the new object. Why we have two?